So this weekend at UFC 315, Belal Muhammad will be fighting the Australian GOAT JDM, and at first this card seemed pretty fucking boring. And now this fight card, for as lackluster as it is, and to be honest as they have been for the whole year, turns out to be the most important card of the year. UFC 315, as mid as it was, now holds the keys to our heartbreak or our happiness. Because Dana White just said this.
Illia Topuria did an interview a few minutes ago where he said the winner of this fight is going to determine whether he fights Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira on International Fight Week. Can you confirm that that's the stakes attached to this main event too?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts right now, and yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Now, as I said, UFC 315 is pretty mid, but now with this potential outcome at the end of the night dictating so much in the UFC, I just had to make a video to talk about how I feel. And honestly, I'm still trying to work out how I feel. Because there's a few outcomes here where I run them through my head and I'm either extremely happy or extremely sad or both at the same time. So let's get into them right now. On one hand, we have JDM knocking out Belal this weekend, taking home the belt, the second belt for Australia, changing his family's life and his life, and restoring violence to the welterweight division. And as an Australian and a JDM fan, I couldn't be more happy with this thought. But looming over my shoulder here is this devil. A devil that tells me that I don't actually want that prediction to come true.
Shoga, you don't really want that, do you? What you really want is to see the pound-for-pound #1 versus the guy who murdered one of your favorite fighters.
Oh, great. Thanks for the reminder. But he's right, you know. Yes, I want to see JDM smoke Belal, but I also don't want to see Illia Topuria flatline Charles Oliveira, another one of my favorite fighters. Because let's be real, that's where the outcome probably leads. And this is the win-win, lose-lose situation. Where do you want to go? You're going to be hurt, but you're going to be happy. Which direction do you want to go? So if you don't know, this is what the whole scenario looks like currently. If JDM wins this weekend by vicious body shot in the 4th round, Islam Makhachev will be moving up to fight JDM, I imagine at some time around the end of the year. Now, this is an amazing situation for JDM and Islam. Islam gets to go for the double champ, and JDM gets the potential revenge as Volk got beaten by Islam. But if Belal wins, Islam will stay at 155 and fight the new contender at lightweight, Illia Topuria, for the belt. And who the fuck doesn't want to see that fight? Fuck Jones Aspinall off, that's not even that great. Illia Islam has to be the #1 most wanted fight by all MMA fans. Like, what could be more exciting than that? Nothing. But you see, if JDM wins and Islam moves up, then it's very likely we will see Charles Oliveira versing Illia Topuria for either a vacant belt or at least at the minimum an interim belt. And there's a few things to discuss there. Number one, arm and my back hurts Saryukian is getting fucked over. I know he's screwed over the UFC, and I know he can be a little bit painful at times, but he has some of the best wrestling and best scrambles. He's probably one of the only wrestlers in the UFC I actually want to watch. And he's getting sidelined because he fucked over the UFC. Some fans are like, cool, fuck that guy. But if you really like MMA and competition, I would have to argue that you still want to see him fight Islam or Illia or anyone because he's so skilled and he technically is the #1 ranked competitor. It's the UFC, don't worry about that. That stuff doesn't matter. And so if you get on the UFC's bad side, it is what it is, right? We all know that. And you see Illia throwing a massive bomb and knocking Charles out. No, I don't want to fucking see that fight, all right? I don't want to see one of my favorites get flatlined again. I can't handle it. I fucking can't. And so again, depending on what type of fan you really are and who you like, I still think this is a win-win, lose-lose situation. One will probably make you cry more than the other, like me, and the other one will make you happy. But just imagine this, right? This is the situation that I want you to imagine. The crowd, it's tired. It's late in Canada. Everyone's falling asleep. It's been a shit card. JDM in the 4th round. He's been held down the whole fight, but he scrambles. He gets up to his feet. Body shot, body shot, body shot, body shot, body shot, body shot. 1,500 body shots in a row. Boom. Belal's on the floor. Belal's on the floor. Oh my God, he's got him hurt. The ground to pound. The elbows. The elbows. The crowd is screaming. They've seen decisions all night. Oh my God. Finally, their money is worthwhile on this overpriced, boring card. Then Bisping comes in the ring, or someone else who's not Joe Rogan, and he says, "How do you feel about the fight?" And then Jack mumbles for about 10 seconds. You can't really understand him. And then he dips back to Australia and the night is done. Then it's announced that JDM versus Islam in Perth, Australia is sold out. And it's the Volkanovski Revenge Tour. Life is good, but no, we don't get Islam versus Illia. And that's a problem. Fuck, man, I still don't know what I want. I'm conflicted. Do I want JDM and the violence in the welterweight division and my Australian homie to win? Or do I want to see probably the best matchup in UFC history, Illia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev? I've basically just answered it for myself, but I still can't go against Jack winning this weekend because I want to see it so bad. Why did the implications have to be around Jack winning? Like, couldn't he just win and we still get that fight? And then the winner of that moves up to 170? Oh, I'm onto something here. JDM wins this weekend, guaranteed on this timeline. Illia then fights Islam anyway. The winner of those two goes up for the double belt. Illia technically has a chance of getting the triple belt. He can fight at fucking 170. Go for it. That's what's happening. All right, it's decided. Signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. If you want to see me glaze JDM, check this video right here somewhere. And what else? Subscribe if you enjoyed. Plenty more to come. Love you.